Okay guys, the latest upgrade to the computer. It's going to be audio, and to keep in theme with the RGB light in it. This speaker actually has RGB light underneath the thing. Now this is a Razer. I've already kind of bought a few Corsair stuff, which I think I'm going to actually slowly replace with Razer product. And the reason why is the Corsair's keyboard, the RGB lighting doesn't work without their software. And if you've ever used Corsair's software, you know it's the most horrible thing in the world. So I hate their software, and it crashes, it doesn't work, and then various other things that I just don't like running the Corsair software. Alright, I guess before we open this up, let's take a look at the back actually. So you see the pictures, some driver. Now this is actually the base model, which is a little cheaper. You can get it for $140 I think. And there's a pro version of this with a huge base that costs like $500, which I'm not willing to spend. Alright, looks like we're once again opening it in the wrong way. And yeah, this is not going to work out. Okay. Alright, so set this up. It has a nice kind of like plastic molded to the speaker. It's kind of nice, it snaps in. And then, oh, you can hear it pop out. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, so these speakers are actually really big. This is my hand. So here's the first one. Okay, it has a nice rubber end. It's pretty light. You can see the speaker grill, or the. Then it has so this says this is the right speaker. So. All right. Now these actually look like a security camera, or giant security cameras. Okay, so here's the wire. This hooks up to this thing, and this is a USB 3, I think, or USB. It's green, so it's probably USB 3. Usually, I don't know if you can tell, but USB 3 has the blue color, and USB 1, or yeah, it just has a regular gray color. So there you have it, these. Let's get the alien out of the way here. All right. Yeah. So, kind of like buyer's guide. Oh, no, they give us little stickers, and I guess this is the audio jack. If you need to, if you have a computer that doesn't have USB, maybe power brick. And what is this? Does this? Oh, I see. You can actually, Oh, it just plugs in. Okay, now I understand what this is. So they make international products. So this is the U.S. market. So they provide a U.S. head. They provide basically this with, say, the U.K., but instead of this, they'll give a U.K. Plug. That's why I was very confused about this head. So yeah, so basically they just recycle the part, and for different. I think it just goes in, maybe, or does it go the other way? Oh, I see. I've never had one of these before. This is, I'm assuming you just push this back, or yeah, there you go. It locks in. That's really interesting. Let's pop it out. Oh yeah, whoa. Wow, okay. Oh, that's first. Okay, yeah, I got it. This. So yep, this is the Razer Nommo Chroma. You can get it at Walmart, or you can buy it on Amazon. And yeah, I'm looking forward to using this. Hi guys, so this is an update on the Razer Chroma Nommo. I really don't like that name. I don't know what a Nommo is. Do you know what a Nommo is? It's basically Razer's speakers. Now, after doing some research, there's actually 3 different variants of their Nommo speakers. So you can get a base model without any chroma lighting, which is their RGB lighting underneath the speakers, and then there's the one I just bought from Walmart. That is the same speakers, but with the light, the chroma lighting. That is actually underneath the speakers. Now, just a little comment on the lighting thing. I'm actually kind of familiar with the way Razer does implement their lighting product, because I bought a Razer mouse pad, which comes with the chroma color effect, and I actually got it on really like on clearance. I think I got it for like $30 or possibly less. I know they retail originally for $60, and I thought that I kind of scoffed at that pricing for that, just for a mouse pad. But the mouse pad actually is the way they do it is that you got a cover, the mouse pad cover, but underneath the cover there's lighting effects, and the lighting actually it's not in your face, but it also kind of illuminate your desk or whatever surface you put it on. So basically, there's kind of like a nice glowing effect around the mouse pad that is not in your face. Now, compare that to the Corsair mouse pad, which I kind of prefer, because the way they implement the RGB lighting is that it is all rounded. So it's at the base of the mouse pad, but it's around it, not underneath it. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so the Chroma Razer Nommo speakers, it does the same thing, where it puts the RGB lighting underneath the actual product, and so you do have to put it on some kind of surface for it to reflect. Now, ideally, you want to put it on a light surface, so then the color would reflect back really clearly, and you can see it. But you put it on some like a black matte, it's kind of tough to see the color. So just so you're aware of how Razer is implementing that color, it kind of, like it's subtle. But I think at the same time, I think they should offer some kind of option where they put more lighting effects, maybe outside it, or some kind of I don't know. I'm not into design or anything, but I think I would have liked to see the color go into more eye-catching than the way they have it. Having said that, as far as the sound audio, I think for a 2.1 system, which is basically just 2 speakers, it's
it's fine. I mean, you're gonna have the speakers pointing at you, and so whatever you do, you're gonna get the full effect of the sound. And even at like 30% volume or 50% volume, the sound is actually really clear and loud. And I think I haven't really dig into like the acoustics or whatever, but it sounds great. I mean, it's a speaker, it's gonna sound good anyway. So it doesn't, especially if you just have them pointing at you. Um, I actually have a 5.1 sound system that I bought from Creative many years ago, over 10 years ago, and that still works fine. But uh, the reason why I'm not using that now is because there's like a million wires, because you got like two wires from each audio satellite, and there's like five of them, and then you got to position them, so you really need the space for like two speakers in your back, two speakers in your front, one bass on the bottom, and it's just kind of like a nightmare to set up, especially if you don't really have the room. So for somebody who doesn't have the room or the uh, architecture design, I think two speakers is fine for most people. You can actually just go really cheap and just get like a $75 like a 3.1 sound system or whatever that comes with a bass and everything, for much cheaper than what Razer's charging. But to be honest, I'm not really into the bass kind of thing. I think it's fine. I think eventually I probably would like to upgrade to like a fuller sound system, but for now the two satellite speakers or the two speakers is fine. I think that's fine for most people. Now, I also wanted to address that a lot of you guys probably already have some kind of speakers, so it's probably not that interesting to talk about speakers. And to be honest, I think if you're a gamer, I think you're gonna probably want a headset for your headphones. And the reason for that is I know a lot of people who stream the games and they talk into the mic. Having a headphone, a mic with or just headphones is good, because then you don't have the audio feedback from the two, like an external audio speaker. Then you can hear some kind of echo. And I kind of noticed that in some of the videos I did without my headphones, I can hear echoes. Um, and it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, I honestly I have a wireless headset from Corsair that I'm just really not happy with it. Um, there's a lot of problem with the headset. I mean, I didn't really pay that much for it, so really shouldn't complain. I think my work paid for like over 80% of it, so I honestly didn't put out that much money for it. But for a product that their Best Buy is charging over $100. I think I really wish they could have just improved the headphone, especially the software. I think Corsair makes like the worst software. I'll give you some example. So the headset doesn't charge you 100%. Now, either it's because the software is just not showing the full indication that it's 100%, but it never charges 100%. I think it does up to 80. And this is a brand new headset, so I'm thinking it's more that it's a software thing, because the software is probably just preventing it to charge to 100%. And I kind of understand, because you don't really want to overcharge your product, because you can actually just like burn out the battery or whatever if you overcharge it. But I've had many electronic products that I can charge 100%, so I really don't understand this charging up to only 80%. And then when you charge the headset, it doesn't show an indication that how much you're charging. It just shows the icon charge it, and when you're charging, it shows the as a warning. It shows it shows basically there's something wrong with your headset. Oh well, I'm just charging. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that the icon shows that it's kind of some kind of disaster or something. And then the other problem is when I first got it, it went into something called boot motor load, which so if you press the power button and then you put in the charger, if you stick it into charge and you hold down the power button by accident, it goes into that boot mode, which it doesn't. So basically, it doesn't work, and I couldn't figure out like why was my headset doing this, and there's no indication from the software that it was in this boot mode. And you plug it in, and the software doesn't recognize it, Windows doesn't recognize it, and it just wasn't being charged at all. And then I had to like look online to find out what was wrong with the headset, and this is a very common problem. I really wish Corsair would fix this problem. I honestly I didn't think I was holding down the power button when I plugged in my the cable, but I plugged it in and then I pressed the power button. Maybe that happened, but I did it too quickly, and maybe that causes that mode. But look, you gotta have a better system of going into that safe mode or whatever. Not this is like a consumer product that a lot of people would easily make the mistake of holding down the power button and then plugging in the system. I mean, I'm so frustrated with the headset, to be honest. I really don't. I hate it. Yeah, that's it. I really hate the Corsair headset, and it's like basically like $100 piece of junk. Anyway, no, I mean I can use it. It works fine now. I think after all the bugs is in my understanding of the headset and how it's being charged and all this. It just comes down to like I'm just gonna use this until I just basically buy another headphone or use an older headset that maybe plugs in. Really don't like that whole charging thing. I think wireless may be great, but it comes at a price, which is basically you got to charge it all the time or whatever. With a plug-in, you just plug it in and it works. So there's something to be said about that. Anyway, yeah. So if you have any recommendation on headset, I'm kind of looking for some kind of like surround sound or 5.1 headset. I think for now, I like the freedom of not having anything over my ears when I play games, and the 2.1 speakers system. I think it works fine. I think it sounds great anyway. Also there is a Razer also makes another audio, which is their $500. It comes with that 2 speakers, but the speakers have been upgraded to like 2 additional like extra audio tweakers or whatever on the side, and it comes with a massive bass that I guess you can stick underneath your desk, and that goes for $500, and that to me is a little too much, too expensive for me personally. I think some gamers might think that's cheap, but I don't think it's cheap at all. I think it's kind of overpriced, to be honest. And a lot of these products are, I think, in my opinion, kind of overpriced anyway. But that's what they can get away with charging, and people are going to pay for it. So I guess it. But yeah, so speakers are done. Video card is done. RAM is upgraded. Storage is upgraded. I don't know what else I can do. To improve my computer experience right now. I think I think this is it. This is it's done, and I'm gonna post like a final cost of this Fallout iBuyPower configuration and upgrades, and the true final cost is probably gonna be about $2,000, which sounds like a computer that can game ultra high setting at modern with probably some of the best hardware that money can buy, and either you pay it all at once or you do these tiny upgrades that I've been doing, which I think I'd rather go the kind of tiny upgrade because it doesn't hit your wallet all at once. But yeah, if you price it out, it's probably going to be about $2,000. And I don't know if a lot of budget gamers if they want to spend that much, but I guess you can get away with like, you know, stuff that came with the computer, and if you can get away with that, that's fine. I mean, all right. Anyway, thanks for listening.